Olamide came into the music industry at a time when indigenous rap was starting to get maximum attention. You know, you would agree with me that we used to have the likes of Lord of Ajasa, we used to have Reminisce at the time, we used to have a lot of indigenous rappers back then that were more or less struggling. Until when we started having Da Green, when we had Da Green was, you know, the person that actually brought out the beauty of indigenous rap into Nigerian music industry. And you know, Pop Up was a big hit. People loved Da Green, people loved the sound, the indigenous rap sound at the time. And I feel like at the period when Da Green was popping, Olamide was, you know, looking up to God and was still under the tutelage of Idi Kabasa at the time. And let's just say, you know, life happens, Da Green died, and Olamide came right straight up into the picture. So Olamide coming into the picture, you know, it came with a whole lot of tenacity, it came with a whole lot of determination, it came with a whole lot of vibes. It came with Eniduro. Eniduro was a rap track that, you know, like more like 7 minutes rap track, rap from the beginning to the end. It was mad, and people were like, wow, who is this guy? You get, so that was the vibe Olamide came into the industry with, and it looked very promising at the time, and it kept the fire burning. Like, Olamide was very consistent. Over 10 years in the music industry now, he makes sure he drops an album every year, he drops singles back to back. You know, he's always on top of his game. Like, I could say Olamide is the kind of artist that, out of all these artists that we have right now, Wizkid, Burna Boy and all that, I feel like Olamide is more like the most, I won't say the most, every other person were relevant every year, but Olamide is more like the most active. He is always active every year he's always active. He's always dropping hits. There is no year that Olamide won't have a hit track in the music industry, and that was how good he is. And one fascinating thing about him is that he has a way of, you know, he has this versatility of adapting to anything, anywhere the industry is tilting to. You know, when it was a whole lot of rap, Ghost Mode was a big hit. He has a whole lot of other hit tracks in the industry. And when it was rap, Olamide was on top. And when the industry started, you know, dumping rap into singing, and you know, you see rappers singing and all that, Olamide was also the guy that could sing, and everybody will vibe, he will make it with singing. So Olamide was that guy that could sing and everybody will love it. You get, so that is Olamide for you. It tilts to the industry. Anywhere the industry is tilting to, it tilts in the direction. When Azonto was the thing, Olamide jumped on it. When it was Shaku Shaku, Olamide did it. When it was virtually every angle the industry was moving to, Olamide was always moving along. And that's to tell you how versatile he is, how good he is, and how determined he is to be on top of his game in the music industry. So Olamide has that tenacity, and you know, it's rare to find someone like him. Yeah, so talking about Olamide, tenacity, versatility, and all the stuff that made Olamide relevant for straight up 10 years and more. We have Asake, you know, looking like Asake got signed to Olamide's YBNL record label, I think this year or late last year or so, can't remember. So, and this is the guy looking like, giving us that kind of Olamide vibe. You understand? When you hear Asake, you feel this Olamide in his music. You feel, in fact, I've seen people argue that Olamide writes some of Asake's songs, but I won't want to say that's true, because this is a young guy just coming up in the music industry. He must have been inspired by Olamide. Olamide had 10 years reign or more and more in the music industry. So it's possible some of these young guys got inspired by him. It's possible Asake got inspired by Olamide in his lyrical this thing. And Asake, when you look at him, you see that this is a guy that is not. It's just that when you see Asake, you just see that he's just blown up now in the music industry. He has been in the background hustling, trying to blow up, trying to come out, trying to be a star in the music industry. So Asake has been underground hustling. When you see him, you see that hustling spirit, you see that hustling face in him. And this is the guy that has this Olamide vibe, Olamide's kind of music traits. And when you look at him, you feel as if like this is somebody that can actually step into that Olamide's throne in the music industry. But then it's a little too early to judge that. But then I would say, talking about Asake music generally, he has that Olamide trait in him. When you look at Trabaye, when you look at Omo Ope, when you look at even this Palazzo, you see that Olamide's traits written all over his music. So he has what it takes to step into that Olamide's throne. It's just that it might be a little too early to say he can do it. Yeah, so at this point you would want to ask if Asake can actually fit into Olamide's throne in the music industry. Yeah, we've had a lot of young rappers come up in the music industry even after Olamide, and some of them are still not, we had Olamide once signed Shinkweku. Like Shinkweku was more like the guy that would, but Shinkweku is very talented and very good, but there's this versatility that Olamide has that he does not have. And this is Asake again. Asake is more like a singer, and if we are talking about the singing part of Olamide, Asake has it, you understand? And in this music industry, you would agree with me that rap is not really the in thing. So talking about the singing part of Olamide, Asake has it. And if only Asake can cultivate that Olamide's kind of tenacity, like, okay, yes, I must do this, I must achieve this year. Olamide makes sure he drops it every year, whatever it takes. If he has to jump to another genre of music to do it, if he has to make a collaboration happen to make it, he will do it. If Asake has that kind of tenacity in the game, if Asake has that kind of, there's a point you get to in the music industry whereby you have all the money and the fame, and you begin to relax. I didn't see that when Olamide was coming up. So this is, there are two, Olamide and Asake, they are two different people. So if Asake can cultivate that aspect of Olamide, that versatility, that tenacity of staying true to what you want to achieve, staying true to your goal, I feel like it can end up being an heir or a heir to Olamide's throne. It can end up stepping into that Olamide's shoes in the music industry. So I feel like that is just the fact, and that is why I think about it. So let's have your thoughts, let's have your views. What do you think? Do you think Asake has what it takes to step into Olamide's shoes? Do you think Asake can actually, take Olamide's throne in the music industry? Is he the right heir into Olamide's throne in the music industry? Let's hear from you in the comment section. I remain Adekunle Jelly. Bye for now.